And I think we're live.
Woohoo!
Welcome, people. Welcome who is able to join us today. Let me see if anyone has received any emails. Hey, here we go. We have people coming in. Guys, welcome. Welcome to our live stream. If you can see us, if you can see Liam dancing, please let us know. Liam, are you doing one of those Donald Trump dancing moves? You know, they kind of went viral. No, this is not the one. This is the one.
No, to be honest, I'm not political in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I got too much to deal with.
Me too. But, to get some energy, I've got my live stream hat on. So hopefully it will help me. And we're just waiting for more people to join. But while we're waiting, Liam, please tell me, how are you? How's your day?
Honestly, a lot. I feel like I've taken 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards. Honestly, I don't know what it is, Dimitri, about the end of the year, but the amount of people wanting to make changes to their business, wanting to get more leads, wanting to take advantage of more and more of our tools, we're getting inundated. So, it's Christmas, right? Coming up around the corner. We're meant to be slowing down, spending time with the family. I guess there's a ramp up and then a ramp down. Is that the word that I'm looking for?
I don't know. Last year before Christmas was the busiest time at Maestro.
Really?
We had so many new clients coming in and coming on board, and everyone. I guess people just want to prepare for the new year. Automate their processes, make it smoother, make more money, generate more leads. So it's all good.
Well, I mean, hey, if what's the word? A 2025 resolution is get Maestro in your business. How about that?
Well, that's right. That should be the goal for everyone. And obviously, it's a challenge for us because we want to get Maestro to be used by all brokers, and that's why we're building all these new tools, new workflows, new processes, and trying to make a difference. And I think it is working.
It is.
So let's just wait maybe a couple of more minutes. We have a few people joining in, which is excellent. I think majority of people will be joining on YouTube as per last week. For some reason, people don't like to join on LinkedIn. Maybe it's not convenient. I don't know. Hey guys, question for you. If you watch us on YouTube, can you tell me if you're watching us on a TV, on a large screen, or on your phone? I'd be curious to know, how people actually consume our content, because it will help us to prepare content, for future live streams and make it better, specifically, for our audience. Okay, so Mortgage Choice, Coffs Harbor, Christmas Cliff. That's right, mate. It's Christmas is coming, and it's awesome. Here we go. Computer screen. I guess majority of people will be watching us on computer screen because obviously, like on a mobile device, it's not very convenient.
Well, but, as well,
Liam, today
everyone is. I guess everyone's also working, right? So they're watching some content. They're doing a little bit of work, kind of going between the two.
Today was so busy that I didn't have much time to actually think and prepare for this live stream, but I did spend some time. And obviously, today is actually, I'm very excited about today's live stream because what I'm going to show you guys today, and obviously a funnel to onboard clients via SMS and landing pages or landing pages. But this one will be different because in this one, Liam, we're doing something that we haven't done before. I'm going to share the funnel SMS and landing page URL, and people can actually do what I'm doing and kind of testing the funnel as I'm presenting it. How about that? Aren't you scared?
Am I scared?
Yeah.
Oh, look, at this point in time, I'm kind of used to the, there's a biblical, which is like, when you get punched or slapped across the face, you turn the other cheek. So I I just say to you, Dimitri, come on, go to the other sheet. Just take.
I've never done it before. And I don't think anyone in industry is doing something similar. Because during presentations, and obviously this is a demo presentation, so this is something that I've prepared specifically for this demo. It might not be 100% complete, but anything can go wrong. And obviously I didn't have enough time to test it properly. So essentially what I'm doing, my friends, I'm putting myself on the line, and I'm putting everything on the line. So you will have a choice. You will have not a choice. You will have an opportunity to basically test what I've built using your mobile phone or using your desktop, whatever you prefer. So, Liam, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
You are ready. Let's do it. Let's kick it off. So let me have a sip of coffee. This is my probably 5th or 6th cup today. I'm energized, I'm caffeinated, and let's do it. So guys, today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the best way to generate leads online. And obviously, to generate leads, you need to have a few things configured and ready to go. First thing, and look, we're probably going to be talking about advertisement, how you can advertise on LinkedIn or advertise on Facebook and or TikTok for that matter. And as you know, the best way to convert leads or generate leads is by posting videos. Liam, did you know that?
I could assume that. But I guess it also depends on the face that you're using. Some people's face.
Any face. I mean, even my face. I mean, look what we're doing now. We're doing a live stream. It can be a video, can be, any post really. And, as long as you know what you're talking about, and as long as you have audience who can consume your content, you can convert them. Now, the question is, how do you convert them? There are different ways that, you can send traffic to. So, for example, in your video, or in your post on TikTok or LinkedIn or YouTube, you can actually say, hey, if you want to find out more, or if you want to book a meeting with us, click a link and take user to the website where they can go to standard landing page, learn more about your business, and hopefully book an appointment with you. This is the old way of doing things. It worked, but it doesn't work really, really well. And I'm pretty sure majority of our audience, our customers know that. Like, if you're simply advertising on Facebook or advertising on social networks and drive traffic to your funnel, to your landing page, probably 5% will convert, probably 3%. And if you're lucky enough, you'll get 10% conversion, but you have to be really, really good and spend a lot of money, crafting your landing page and crafting your funnels. But there is a better way. There is a new way. Because we have AI. We have AI who can actually help us talk to our clients, provide them with useful information, provide an outstanding customer experience and customer service, and eventually convert them into leads or, book appointments or qualify them. So this is exactly what we're going to show today. Now, imagine if you run an ad like this, like what I'm doing right now. It's not an ad, it's a live stream. We're doing it every Wednesday. But guys, seriously, we generate a lot of inquiries and a lot of leads from posting this content. People watch us on YouTube. People, asking us to send them a replay of our videos, and then they book appointments with us, and then they become our customers. And it's no different for any other industry, especially for finance brokers, mortgage brokers, asset brokers, insurance agents. It doesn't matter. It's the same. People need to be pre-qualified. They need to be warm before they actually start, interacting with you and start transacting with your business. So one way, as I mentioned before, is to send clients to your landing page. Now, I have prepared a landing page. Basically, it's available in Maestro out of the box, and I'll show you how to get it. And but there is a better way, because I don't have to have a landing page at all. I can drive traffic straight to my assistant via SMS. So I can actually, during these videos, during my ads, I can say, hey, if you want to know more or if you want to get a quote, please send SMS to a phone number. And once they send SMS to a phone number, Maestro will take over and Maestro will start qualifying clients, start talking to them, answering their questions, providing them with useful information, and then taking them through quotation process or whatever the process client is actually inquiring about. So it's a really straight to the point process. So just to recap, if I post an ad on LinkedIn or Facebook, the ad will I will be talking about my business because it has to be video ad. I will be talking about my offer, what I'm offering, whether I'm offering financial services or as with Maestro, I'm offering, software for finance brokers. And then I'm going to ask them, hey, you know what? If you want to know more, please send SMS to a number. So, guys, I will share this number in a second. So you can send SMS to the number and you can actually experience what lead qualification and lead onboarding could look like for your client. So you will essentially be a client of a test company that I've configured specifically for this demo. And the company is called Loan SMS. How about that? Isn't it cool, Liam? Isn't it cool name? Loan SMS.
It is. Okay, before you continue, I had a chat with a client yesterday and we were talking about our live streams. And he said, come on, Liam, give the inside scoop. What's Dimitri going to show? Genuinely I have no idea. So like you're saying loan SMS. Oh, interesting. Where are you going with this? But I've got nothing, guys. I've got nothing. So look, you're getting my honest response. So yes, Dimitri, sounds like a really cool company. Take it away.
I'm going to share my screen now. Share my screen, and guys, get ready to action. Here we go. Now, this is a number that you can text and experience what I'm going to be showing you now. So I'm going to do the same. So obviously we have a landing page and we have a number. In my ads that I will run on Facebook, I will ask my clients, or you should ask your clients, to send SMS to number to get a quote. For example, if you sell in car loans, this is what we're going to be showing today. Obviously, it will work with mortgage brokers as well. But if I'm selling car loans, I might be talking about like specific user scenarios, specific situations, and then say, hey, if you want to get a quote, text to this number and ask us for a quote, and we'll give you a quote. So that's it. Now there are a few advantages of doing so. The first, the most kind of important advantage is that you're going to filter out people who just tire kickers, who just don't want to deal with you, just pressing buttons. Because you know how on LinkedIn and how on social networks, people just press buttons just for the sake of pressing because you're asking them. It doesn't mean they need a loan. It doesn't mean they need anything. They just want to see. In this case, if you actually get them to perform this action, to take their phone and send SMS to a number, they essentially indicated by sending a number that they're committing to a process. They actually want to deal with you. So it's more work on their part because it's easier to just hit a link and go to the webpage. But if you ask them to text a number, they will commit. Obviously, you don't have to ask it. Ask them to send a text. You can ask them to go to the landing page, which I'll show you in a second what it looks like. But in this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this link. And if you watching us, guys, you can do the same and send SMS. So I'm going to send SMS. Let me bring my phone to the view. So this is my phone. As you can see, these are my messages. And I'm going to send SMS. Now, what's the number? The number is 04804. Is it 8? 0489.
Yeah. Yep. And then
0489.
I can tell you. 070.
Yep.
001.
001.
There you go.
And I'm going to say, I'd like to get a quote. So imagine if my ad that I run online says, hey, send text to this number and get a quote. This is what I will say, I'd like to get a quote. Now, I don't have to say I'd like to get a quote. I can say, I'd like to know, for example, what my repayments will be, or I'd like to know more about your company, or I have a question about car loans, or whatever. The system will handle their requests, and it will provide them with information they requested it. So in this case, we say, great, how much are you looking to borrow for your car loan? I might say, I'd like to borrow 25K, something like that. Obviously, I can ask questions instead of saying, hey, I'd like to borrow 25K. I might say, hey, I have a question about your process, or about your company, or how can you help me? What can you do for me? So here we go. This is a quick quote. For 25K loan, your monthly repayments should be about 518. Can you afford this amount? By the way, the questions that we are asking, we actually instructed our assistant to answer the question specifically how we want it to be answered. So one of the questions, can you afford this amount? I can say, of course, I can afford it. Guys, if you're watching this, or if you're testing it, please let us know, and please let us know about your conversation and your experience here in chat. I would love to know. I have prepared this workflow literally this morning, so please let me know if you find anything weird or if it works correctly. It should work according to my previous testing, but obviously, you never know. So now we're saying, are you looking to buy a car or have already found one? I don't have to answer this question. I might say, I might ask a question, like, why do you need this information? But in this case, I would say, yes, I have found one already. So this is essentially, it's a natural conversation, and this conversation is designed to give customer some information. They want to get a quote, and we're asking, hey, how much money do you want to borrow? And here's your quote, $518 per month. Now, the customer had a short conversation, and now we're asking, would you like me to check if you qualify for the loan? So we've given them a quote, they've asked for it, they've got it, they don't have to reply. If they don't reply, we'll send them another message later on. So we already have their number, which means if we might not consider this as a lead, but we have their number, we have their contact information, and we can send them follow-up message if we wish to. But they're still in in this funnel, in the flow, and they're still interacting with us, and say, would you like me to check if you qualify for the loan? Okay, I could say yes. And now what Maestro will do, it will actually create a new application in Maestro dashboard with customer information and with all information that we've collected so far. And it will initiate the entire process, basically, by chatting to them and making it extremely easy for your customers to interact with you. Obviously, customers can go and, they can, as they do, they might go to your competitor website, they might go somewhere else, but we got them on SMS, and we'll be sending them reminders, and we'll be sending them messages, so they know you exist, and they know about you, and they will be more likely to interact with you. So I would say, my name is Dmitry, and the surname. So essentially, at this point of time, we're creating a lead. So we're going to collect their email and their name, because we don't know it. We don't know who they are. If we already have this customer in the system, then we will not ask for their name or for their email address, but for now, we need it. So thanks, Dmitry. Can you provide your email address? So my email address, maestro.com.au. And at this point of time, the lead will be created in Maestro. So it just happens by itself, happens automatically. It's like your call assistant, your customer service assistant or call center, talking to clients via the phone and, helping them to go through the application process. So now we've got a lead. I prepared the short qualification form. Now, if I switch to my Maestro dashboard, here we go. So now we have a deal, Dimitri, and I can see other deals. Someone's created other deals. So someone's obviously testing the system. But this is my deal. And if I open this up, I will see that it's empty. So we only collected customer details, such as their name, surname, email, and mobile phone number. And now we've actually invited a customer to go through the process. And we made it extremely easy for customers to go through a process because the customer can just click on the link and we'll take them to a page where they can log in with their phone number, continue. By the way, I'm doing this on my mobile phone, guys. This is live view. Like if you do this right now, you will be going through exactly the same process, and it's extremely easy for customers start answering questions. As they go through this form, we'll obviously tracking their progress in the background, and we'll send them reminders, we'll send them notifications to make sure they complete the entire process. At any point of time, I can switch to my SMS and I can ask more questions. And if I stop, for example, I will get a reminder, and the reminder will ask me, hey, what's going on? Why haven't you completed the form? In fact, I'm going to get a reminder soon. And if any of you guys are going through the same experience, same process, you will notice that if you pause or if you're not completing the form on time, it will send you a reminder, then it will send you another reminder, and it will ask you questions during the reminding process. So it's not just a reminder, hey, say, click on the link to continue. It's actually a conversation. So the reminder will say something like, is everything all right? Do you need any help with the process? So customers can easily, kind of ask questions, or they can tell you, hey, I don't want to continue. Or they can say, I'll do it tomorrow. Or they can actually say, hey, I'd like to book an appointment. And the system will handle it. So if someone says, hey, I'd like to book an appointment, the system will say, okay, no worries. If you'd like to book an appointment, I can help you with that. Here's a link to my calendar link, and it will book an appointment in your calendar so you can talk to them and find out what's going on. So that creates a really, really smooth process. So I'm going to complete this form. Liam, do you have any questions or do you have any suggestions?
Look, I don't know if anyone has seen me while Dimitri's, because you did not breathe for a second there. Like there was no ability to talk or say anything. But while
now
you were
have
doing that,
plenty of ability to talk.
Yes, and I was doing the application, and I decided to throw a curveball at it and say I'd like to borrow 0.003 mil. Now, I had no idea what that number was, but it turns out it's 100. And the AI's response was, oh, it looks like your monthly repayments would be less than $1. Let's just assume that you can afford that.
Yeah. Can you afford that?
I can afford that. I just think it's funny that I think it was so low that it just assumed that it would be fine.
We can put different rules. We can put different validations. As you know, with Maestro, we can have minimum loan amount, for example, or maximum loan amount. Like we can have different rules, and based on these rules, we can actually determine whether the client is actually serious. Because if you say, hey, you want to borrow a couple of cents, maybe client is not serious, and we can put a rule. We can just say, hey, something's wrong. Maybe you've mistyped it. And if they said, no, I didn't mistype it, then we can say, okay, no worries. We can automatically catch the, dodgy client and, stop communication to them, like pause all communications, put the deal in a special folder or in a special queue, and, let maybe notify your team or maybe just completely ignore them. So it's all possible, and it's all easy to.
Well, I think that's a really cool thing, though, Dimitri, is that that, like, you as a business, you might just want to say, I just want to get any lead that's qualified, that's verified. But then as a business, you might say, hey, I actually only want a certain quality of leads. I want to
Exactly.
make sure that they're a citizen. I want to make sure that that it's minimum borrowing $10,000. Maybe it's $500,000, whatever you want it to be. And you could still capture those leads and store them within Maestro, but the AI can help to filter those leads through based on your criteria. That's just a really great thing, that you don't have to do anything and it's doing it for you.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I think it's very important to be able to specify your qualification criteria, and very important to filter out all these tire kickers or people who are actually not serious and just want to, just press buttons or figure out what's going to happen. So, especially when you advertise online, you spend a lot of money, and obviously, you need to be able to filter through a lot of leads and identify leads that are actually ready to transact with you. You can some people can say, hey, maybe I'm not ready to buy a car now, or I'm not ready to get a mortgage, and that's fine, because people sometimes they do research. Actually, a lot of people do research upfront. And once they actually comfortable to go to the next stage, then they will be ready to borrow and work with you. But until then, you can put them in some kind of a marketing channel. So you can say, okay, if they're not ready, and that could be part of your qualification or pre-qualification process, and if they're not ready to buy now, no worries, they will be ready in 6 months, for example. So you can put them in a marketing sequence, in the queue. And the queue could be, and the sequence could be as simple as send them a message in 6 months and say, hey, how you going? Are you ready? Or you can just have a maybe process that will create a task for your team member to contact that person in 6 months, and then remind your team member to give them a call in 6 months. So whatever it is, it needs to be, the key is it needs to be simple, and it needs to be very easy for your customer, and very transparent and smooth for your customer, so you don't create unnecessary complications and make it so if you want to book an appointment with them, they should just receive SMS and just book an appointment without having any complications. Or if you want them to upload documents, it just needs to be very, very straightforward. You give them a link and they go to interface like that where they upload documents or provide the information. It has to be extremely simple, especially on mobile devices.
And Dimitri, simple is the expectation. Like, if you aren't making it simple, then you are completely missing the ball in the market, because there are so many ways you can make it simple. It's an expectation that people have when they come to your business.
Correct. Every interaction has to be extremely simple. And when we released Copilot, sorry, not Copilot, but Customer Service Assistant, AI chatbot, we played, with different ways of, collecting information from clients via SMS, via chat, and via other, methods. And what we found is the less questions you're asking, the better. So you don't want to overwhelm them with information, questions. You need to be short, sweet, and straight to the point. This is what I need from you, and this is the minimum amount of information I need from you before we can move to the next stage. And the stages have to be clearly defined. So this is what we've done here. Remember, guys, we've sent SMS. So this is our SMS. By the way, I just received a reminder. Hey, Dmitry, to provide you with the accurate quote for whatever, please upload your document. So this is when we reach the end of the form. We've sent them another SMS saying, hey, here's a link to your documents. Now, they will go through the process. They will go through, document upload, and we'll send them reminders. So for example, if I pause now, if I'm not going to do anything for 30 minutes or 10, 15 minutes, I will actually get a reminder. And guys, if you're testing it with us, please don't submit, just pause it, maybe stop on the form or stop on the documents, whatever, and you will get a reminder, and you can interact with reminders. So you can actually tell assistant what you're not happy with, or if you want to schedule an appointment, or if you want to do it next week or next month or in 6 months. Assistant will handle it on broker behalf. In this case, it's me, so I'm the broker, and it will perform appropriate actions. For example, if I say I'll do it, later today, or I'll do it next year, assistant will take appropriate action. So it's really cool, really simple. I can also ask assistant here questions. I could say, how long will it take to get approved? So the interaction never stops. Customers have open communication channel with your business because it's so easy. Remember, it's SMS. Everyone using SMS. And it's critically important to have this very defined and established communication and open communication channel with your customers. Because, many customers are trying to reach you on the phone, trying to send you emails. But you know what? I'm a customer as well. I'm using other systems, and I'm using other providers. And if I send email and I don't get response, I get annoyed. And we know that for a fact, because our customers, when they send email to us and we don't respond straight away, or we're taking a bit of time to respond, they get annoyed, right? And especially when dealing with finances, like if I need a car loan, I've already found a car. I need this car. I need to organize this loan. I can't wait. As a customer, I understand that everyone's busy, brokers are busy, banks are busy, lenders busy, but, they're thinking for themselves. They need a car, someone's waiting on them for the approval or for whatever information. And if you are able to have this open communication channel with your customers, they'll be more happy, more relaxed, knowing that you're looking after them. So I said, how long it will take to get approved? Approval times vary, but many lenders provide decision within 1-2 business days. And some even offer same day approval. So, I've asked, I got a response. I could say, can I book an appointment? So you can let your customers, to book an appointment via SMS or by sending you a message. Imagine how easy it is for them to book an appointment now. So I just said, can I book an appointment? No worries. You can book appointment using this link. It's a calendar link. When I book an appointment, the appointment will be allocated to a deal that we've created in Maestro, and customers will receive notifications and they will receive emails, obviously, reminder of an appointment, and they're happy, So it makes it extremely easy for them to do it that way. Do you have any questions, Liam, before I move on to the showing the landing page? Because, as I said before, you don't have to use SMS if you don't want to. Obviously, SMS is the best way to provide customer service, and it's instant way. But you can also have a landing page that is powered by AI that does pretty much the same, only within the browser.
Oh. To be honest, that would have been my next question, to say that some businesses don't necessarily operate in a way that they want their clients to be texting them. There's costs to that. There's also configuration and maintaining those additional systems that sometimes it's not required. So can you give us a demonstration of what it would look like if we were purely doing this on like a landing page or some sort of digital platform? It could be directly on a website. It could be within a social media framework. Show us what that looks like in a digital space.
Yep. Danny just sent a message. I tried to get it to quote me with the residual to lower repayments, but it wouldn't allow. Yes, because we actually train bots and train, the assistants for specific use cases. So if I train him to provide a quote for residual with the residual to lower repayments, it will work really, really well. In fact, if we have time, today, right now, I will add this feature live and we can test it. But before doing so, sorry, Liam, did you want to say something?
No, I was just laughing because in my mind I'm going, a lot of this is being done on the fly. So, just know, guys,
everything's done on the fly. I'm doing it in real time. But it's so easy. I'm telling you, it's so easy to actually make it happen. So let me switch. So by the way, guys, as you can see in Maestro Dashboard, in summary, this is a form that we've collected so far. Let me hide this. There's a bunch of documents. So this is document generated automatically, as you saw. And, if I said I have investment properties or, I'm employed and I have credit cards, it will ask for documentation, specifically for user profile. Now, when user uploads a document, it will also validate document and it will rename them. So, if they upload a driver's license that is not a driver's license, then it will flag it as a, wrong document. So you can re-request and ask them to upload correct document. So we're not going to get into document validation and document data extraction in this video, in this presentation. Last week, I think, Liam, we did demonstrate how you can actually validate documents automatically, extract information from documents, and then perform certain action with that data. Either you can pre-populate forms with information that is extracted from driver's license or from payslip, for example. So you can extract their employment information, their salary, like everything to do with employment. And then you can say, okay, no worries, let's grab this information, populate it on the form, or maybe create some tags and some action points based on information, or just display it as a comment. So, hey, his summary of his driver's license. Boom, it gives you summary, so you don't have to dig into their documents. So it's all possible, it's all doable, and we actually demonstrated it last time. But for now, that's we're not gonna get into it. But what I want to show you now is I want to show you a simple landing page that I prepared earlier. Now, I wanted to create another page, but unfortunately, I ran out of time. So this page comes with Maestro. So in order to get a page like that, you don't have to do anything. It's fully configurable, and it's available straight out of the box. And this page is fully supported and by AI Assistant. It's actually running on top of AI Assistant. So imagine from your ads, you can actually drive people straight onto this page. If you don't want to send if you don't want to get, if you don't want them to send SMS, you can send them directly to this page. And it does work similar to SMS, only on in your web browser. So for some audiences, it might be more convenient, or for some, lead types, maybe it's more convenient. But I still prefer SMS, and I think SMS is the way to go. But you have option to do this. Everything on this page is configurable, obviously. So your logo is fully white labeled. It even runs on your domain. And you can give them questions and suggestions to what to ask and what you can do. So, for example, someone might say, what will my repayments be? Or I have a question about car loans. Or they can type a question. So if I say I have a question about car loans, so it will ask me, like, what question do you have? Hey there, I'm here to help you with the car loan questions. Please making car ownership dream come true with 40 lenders, blah, blah, blah. Feel free to ask about the process of or loan options. Liam, what can I ask? Do you have any ideas?
Do you guys finance Ferraris? Now spell Ferrari, Dimitri. Oh,
Ferris. it changed it.
I think you actually got it right.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
it.
There you go. I don't know why that was the first thing. Oh no!
Well, it says we can't provide specific car brands, but generally we offer car loans for a wide range of vehicles. Interested in getting a quote? Now,
you know what? That's a really great response for something that hasn't been trained. Because the thing that AI can typically do is what's called hallucinate, which is just pull an answer from nothing. Like, you wouldn't want it to say yes, and then a client get the wrong answer. So we've trained our AIs to actually do the right thing when having a conversation with your clients.
Correct. And this is coming back to Danny's question that he wanted to get a quote for residual and lower repayments. Now, because the chatbot is actually locked into a scope that it's, and it can only provide information that we allow him to allow it to provide you. So if we say, hey, you cannot talk about lowering car repayments, or you cannot talk about anything else but this, the bot will follow. So that's actually gives you a lot of protection, because some people can start asking questions. And you don't want bot to go ahead and start talking about things that it's not trained on and it's not authorized to do. So we can't provide specific on car brands, but generally, interested in getting a quote. So if I say yes, obviously it will take me through the quotation process, but I can continue asking questions. I can say, what if I want to buy a boat? It will probably say, no, you can't, because I don't, it says, we specialize for car loans. For boats, you might need to check with lender that offers marine finance options. Obviously, we can enable marine finance options in your workflow, and customers can say, hey, I want to buy a boat. Say, no worries. And we can ask actually boat-specific questions, like what year, has it been serviced? Are you buying from dealership, or whatever the questions are relating to boats, it will ask. But in this case, I can say, I need a quote, and it will provide me with a quote. Or I just want to say, I'd like to apply. And in this case, if customer wants to apply, it will obviously get them to start it with their first name, surname. So we skipped quote. They don't care about quote. They have a lot of money, and we say, no worries. My name is Dmitry, and surname is that. They can also type more information. So people just like typing, and if they think of something, they can start typing. And I can say, and my, let's say, email is dmitry@maestro.com.au. So as they go, they can answer questions. They can also ask questions, and it creates a nice experience for the customer. Now, the reason I like SMSs is if you don't collect their phone number, or if you don't collect their email and they leave, you don't have any ways of getting back to them. So SMS provides you with easy access to customers. So even if they leave, they're already in the system. You already have a lead, and you can communicate with them even if they're not qualified. So let me put my number. And as soon as I put my number, we have all information that we require, and it will generate a lead, and it will start the process. Now, they will send them a form, pre-qualification form, via SMS and email. So I just received an email and SMS, and the customer can start the process. So he's Liam Ferguson. I probably needed to configure the names correctly and application names correctly, but this is the form that we've just started, and the process has initiated. If I look at my SMSs, I just got another SMS. Here's a link to your vehicle application. So this is a new application that we've just started. Obviously, I'm the same customer, so you just send me a link. So that's how easy it is, literally, to onboard clients on web and SMS. As I said before, I still prefer SMS because I think SMS gives you a lot of flexibility, and it's not that intrusive. Obviously, it is more personal because they're giving you access to their phone number, but for you it's much better because conversion rates via SMS are much higher than conversion rates via email or any other method. I think the open rates, like if you send a customer email, let's imagine they submitted inquiry on Facebook or submit inquiry on LinkedIn via email, and then you get back to them, the conversion rates are really low. I think if you're good enough, and if customer is warm enough, probably you can get 20-25% if you're lucky. With SMS, I think open rate is like 95%. So when someone receives SMS, they will at least see it. They don't have to reply. They might not do anything, but at least they will see it, and they will potentially reply. But if you're good enough, if you send really good SMSs, then customer will be more likely to reply. For example, in automations that we've set up specifically for this demo, we're actually asking a question in automation. So we're not saying just click on a link. We're saying, hey, you know what? Do you need any help? Is there any problem? and customer will say, if you ask them a question, they will respond to it, they will answer. Customer will say, no, piss off, I don't want to deal with you, or say, oh, I don't know how to do it, or say, I need more information, and all of a sudden you kind of resurrected communication channel, and you reestablish communication channel, and you can start working with them, continue working with them until they get approved. So that's the beauty of this process. Hopefully, guys, you see the value, and you see how you can fit this this workflow in your business. I mean, it does fit in any business, for any businesses, especially for finance businesses. And especially if you advertise on social networks, if you push video ads, you push any type of ad, it's a really, really powerful tool.
Oh, and I think every day, almost every day, I probably get questions in regards to, can it do this? Can it do that? And it's like, you know what? A lot of the time it's yes. I mean, yes, from a business perspective, from a software perspective, we've got to sometimes build infrastructure to allow for it. But it's crazy the amount, the ideas that people are having. And Dimitri, we want to facilitate that. Like it's very exciting to see this stuff grow, and then be able to have use cases and test it with clients, and then provide better products and services for our clients. It's this is just another one of those ways that you can use AI, our software, to actually help better your business.
Yep. So we have in our pipeline, we have a lead that went to rotten folder. So we actually have automation. So some of you guys, or whoever it is, they said, look, I don't want to proceed, or I'm not happy. And we have automation that actually listens for this, customer responses. And if they're not happy, we're just going to move it to this folder. So here you go. So the deal is now rotten. And when deal is rotten, we create a task for one of our team members, and so they can follow up and see what's going on. What's also really cool is that you can actually create dashboards here. So you can say, okay, how many deals are in leads and how many deals are in rotten folder. So you can see these are the leads that's created today. Obviously 38, because I was playing with this before. And one deal moved to rotten folder. And then you can compare this to the previous period. So you can say, okay, this week we had 38 deals, and like 10 deals did not proceed, or something happened, compared to the same period. And then you can see, okay, what's the difference? And it will show you here. It will show you 100% because we don't have anything to compare to. But if it's if you've got information for the previous period or previous month, it will say like 60% better, or 10% worse than previous month. So that will give you that information, and it's really, really cool. All right. I think this is all that I want to show you. Now, guys, if you want to test it out, as I mentioned before, feel free to send to go to where is that number? Here we go. Feel free to send SMS to this number. So this is a number that I've set up specifically for this demo account or demo company, and send it SMS. Ask a question, and have a chat with the robot. And when you're ready, say, hey, I want to apply, and it will take you through the process, and it will allow to apply. But anyone who sent SMS right now to us, we have your numbers. So we have your leads. We have you as leads. Now, this is very, very powerful. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to send you any unwanted spam messages, obviously. But imagine when someone sends you a message and they don't want to proceed, you still have their numbers. You can still send them email or SMS 5 months later or 3 months later and say, hey, by the way, remember us? You contacted us 2 months ago, and you were looking for a home loan or for car finance. Can we help you, or has anything changed? And customers will respond, and they might say, no, piss off, I don't want to talk to you. Or they might say, yes, by the way, I was just thinking about getting the car finance. Can you help me? Boom, all of a sudden, we have a process for that. We have a workflow developed specifically for that scenario, because that's how we configure accounts. We create workflows for different scenarios. And if they say yes, then we say, okay, no worries. Let's book an appointment. Boom, they book an appointment, and all of a sudden we have a customer. So how cool is that? This is,
Cool.
I reckon, this is just a beginning of a huge change in the way businesses interact with their customers. Obviously, we have we have SMS, we have landing pages. I think it will shift more to SMS and voice, because it's going to be so easy for customers just to give you a call and talk to your assistant via phone, or while they're driving, they can say, hey, I just need I need a car loan. Here we go. All of a sudden, you've got that process. I was watching the video the other day, actually last night. I was watching a video about customer behavior and how it changes, especially in the last couple of years when, with advancements in AI and automation technology like Maestro. And, one thing that kind of caught my mind or caught my attention is SEO. Because like right now, everyone is talking about SEO, search engine optimization, landing page, but it's all moving to AI kind of driven world. I don't know if you follow in ChatGPT, for example, they have ability now to search web. And, you can just ask a question, or you can type a query, and it will search the web. So I can type a query about Maestro, and it will search Maestro website, and it will give me information that is available on Maestro website. So what we're talking about now is AI, or artificial intelligence optimization. Because people might say, imagine that someone goes to ChatGPT and says, I want a car finance. All right. ChatGPT, obviously, it will search for website, but it will also search for systems that are optimized for AI, because it will be able to plug in to all these experiences and have a conversation with the client without actually living the experience. And this is where it's all heading. So right now, our bots are plugged into SMS and web pages, and you can put it on your website if you like as a chatbot. But I guarantee in 12 months, our chatbots will be plugged directly into ChatGPT, Anthropic, or any other chat provider. And people who are looking for car finance will be able to send to ChatGPT, hey, I need a car finance. Can you help me? And boom, that ChatGPT will talk to Maestro directly. By the way, there are APIs and there are gateways already available to accomplish that. It's just in very early stages, but it will talk to us directly, and will communicate to clients via ChatGPT, or you will communicate to clients via ChatGPT. So the race is on. Whoever gets in there first, whoever is able to implement these systems and position their businesses, for the future, will win big. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I agree.
I'm just getting too excited,
I know. This is today's the Dimitri show. I'm just here as a beautiful face. I think you know what though, Dimitri? In all fairness, if people can't see it, like, this just shows your passion in this. I'm constantly not surprised. I'm constantly encouraged by how passionate you are about this, and honestly, it is a good chance that Maestro will be one of those first businesses that puts this to market. And honestly, our clients are going to be the first ones that actually get this in their business. So it is really cool to see.
We are looking at things differently. Like, look at the reminder. I just received the reminder because I still need to upload documents. Sorry, it's a form reminder. So the first reminder received for the first application, second reminder for the second application. So for the first one, it says just check in if you need any help with documents. That's a reminder, and because I'm up to document stage. Remember, in my second application that I created via chat, via the webpage, it says just check in on how your quote survey is going, and if you need any questions. If you have any questions, I say, sure, I have a question. Why are you asking me for all these details? So, I can talk to them. I can talk to your bot. I can talk to your customer service representative. And finally, I can say, yeah, no worries. I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it now, or I'll do it later. Or I could just say, I don't want to proceed. No worries. If I don't want to proceed, I don't want to proceed. We ask for these details to ensure we provide the best loan options tailored for your needs. It helps us match you with the right lender. So here we go. How can I contact you? For example, if I want to talk to them on the phone, or I want to know their address, I want to know more about company. Because remember, and I think I kind of mentioned this in one of our previous streams, when you talk to customers via any digital interface, whether it's a landing page, whether it's email or whatever, it's still marketing process. You're still marketing your business. You're still kind of onboarding the client, even though it doesn't really matter which stage are they in. It's still marketing. It's still qualification. It's still you're still selling. And it applies to any kind of business. You sell until they actually settled, until they closed. Up to that point, we're all selling, and that's no difference. Here's no difference. How can I contact you? You can email us or send SMS. I could say, okay, I will complete my application tomorrow morning. So now the broker, in this case me, will be notified that customer actually said, hey, they will complete application in the morning. The automations and communications will be paused until tomorrow, and we just wait for customer to complete their details. And if they haven't done so, we'll send them a reminder tomorrow morning. Got it? Feel free to reach out if you need any help. Have a great day. Here we go. So very simple, very easy for customers to work with you guys. And obviously, it's very easy to manage your applications in Maestro. We did not touch on Maestro client onboarding experiences, but we have demonstrated how powerful Maestro CRM is in our previous meeting. So please go ahead and watch our meeting if you need a link to it. I'm more than happy to share it. But I think this is all I wanted to talk about today. I can talk about this for ages. But
you could talk all day, Dimitri. I don't know why you haven't talked to me much today, but you could talk all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once I start, I can't finish. I can't stop. So,
well, why don't I help you out? Let's wrap up here. Nice, short, and sweet. Well, actually, it's 3 minutes short of an hour, so it's kind of the plan anyway. We can give everyone back their afternoon, and hey, we'll get back to doing some magic on our side.
Excellent. Thank you very much for all of you who joined. Again, send SMS to this number. I promise you, I'm not going to spam you with SMS messages. This is pure for testing. And imagine that workflow that we've created for asset finance can be replicated for mortgages, can be replicated for insurance, can be replicated for financial advisors and for accountants. So the same process, the process is exactly the same. It's just the questions and the workflows are different. So in some workflows, we can ask, we can offer a client to get a quote just for car finance. Another one could be get a quote for car finance and see how much they can save by, kind of restructuring their loans or maybe refinancing it. It's all available. It's all ready to go. So please reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to discuss it with you a bit further.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Have we got any outro music?
Yes. Outro music and, the dance.
Yeah. Doof, doof, doof.
Doof, doof. All right. No worries. Everyone, I'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.